choreographer, a poet. She's awesome. She actually holds her BFA in acting. She's won slams at the New Yorican Poetry Cafe, and she's done some theatrical poetry with the New Streets Poetry Collective. So please put your hands together. I'm happy that she's here. Michelle Seabreeze, everybody, come here, ladies. Keep it going, keep it going. Show them more love, show them some love.
Hi, Bill Smith. I'm not going to sit in this, I just see it from my iPad. First I want to thank Mike Geffner for letting me do this. I've done poetry before, but I never got to do more than like one or two at a time, so this is like kind of frightening, like scary, like really. But on that note, I feel like I've been laughing like crazy back there, and I'm like, maybe I should have like some funny poems. So I apologize. This is about to get real deep. Can I curse? Okay. Alright, good. I also teach kids art, so I'm like, yeah, I'm teaching artists. Teaching artists in the building, alright? Okay, alright. We're a very, very select few of people. We're broke, maybe that's why. Alright. Cutting arts funding. Alrighty. Let's see. Did anybody here like X-Men? Anybody X-Men fans? Alright. There's like 10 of you. Alright, okay. We'll save that. Maybe I will sit down. Like the poetic Nora Jones or something. My poems begin inside the memories of a little girl at a windowsill who wanted to fall out. I used to imagine myself on the ground, evaporating into the trees until I was nothing. And as I reached beyond the screams in my heart, I realized the very idea of you was getting in my way. You who wanted to sit and watch my confusion, alluding that you loved me when you hated yourself. You who strengthens my voice to say fuck you for not knowing who you are, for doubting your own magnificence, for creating a world of demented fantasies and fucked up dreams. As my needs cream with affection, I've become an emotional nympho and you can't even get an erection. You dismiss my passion like an icy breath in the middle of my back on a cold night in a frozen bed because you made my thoughts frigid. You fucked me because making love to me would have been too easy and life too comfortable, perpetually unbalanced. You pride yourself on not being led by your phallus, but your heart bleeds callousness, born out of the seeds of your own semi-hidden, mind-boggling shallowness. And dare I ask you why? So you can shit out the whats and wins. When it was then that I finally knew you, and what you were afraid to do. You, the afraid to change. You, the afraid to stay the same, but you, ultimately just the afraid. So even from that first night, when I looked into your eyes and said what I described, you secretly knew the wins, wheres, and whys. You couldn't love me. You weren't free. So on this ground, I script sounds you can only fear. Hieroglyph my love letters beyond your atmosphere. Take back my innocence from you like some gun-toting, gang-raped mouse gets here, and rename myself a virgin because you never truly touched me. I only feigned ecstasy to support your distorted images of male supremacy while you tried to paralyze this enigmatic gift in me, a sun-touched child of Allah. Pressed in the manuscripts of Toni Morrison and Sankofa, I feel like I can rearrange stars and try to recreate some unified sense of Umoja while listening to Umi and most definitely worshiping hip-hop like a lyrical deity while seriously contemplating the power of poetry during my artistic infancy. I was coveting books and craving words before I could read. Standing in the middle of my dad's makeshift library, I thought Shakespeare was king. Then suddenly, I was almost ruined, immersed in this man's version of love. So on late nights, my innate frights would possess me. I had allowed some ignorant man to measure my needs and represent me incorrectly, offer my hope and future to someone who was in this moment conceptually beneath me. So I began to speak with my ancestors in my dreams, those who celebrated me, just honoring the rhythms that reflected off the brightest spots in my memories. That's when I pressed my tears into my cheeks and beat into my lips sobs of recognition as I see my feet for the first time. grounded and measured to embark on a spiritual journey that ain't got nothing to do with Christ, but the God in me. So I'm finally breaking the bonds of self-doubt and fascination with my newly created imagination, masturbating in the sensation of me. Let me say that again, more obnoxiously and more conceitedly, because guess the fuck what? I love me. So I'm breaking the bonds of self-doubt and fascination with my newly created imagination, masturbating in the sensation of me. Yeah, like me meeting me was destiny. We're blowing up spots in three-part harmony where me, myself, and I cry about who I thought I was at the ships with chains at my feet and my wrists, offering sobs with every hit because I knew these bonds wasn't it. I was a piece of God's magnificence, kneeling on the right side where Buddha sits. And as the guardian of saints and souls, I became Moses to part the Atlantic waters to reconstruct the souls of my ancestors from their bones and gather up my people to show them what they would not see in their own heavenly prophecy. And I know now that God is in the trees and in weeping willow leaves. But most of all, God is in me. And I will let no man put asunder what only God can take away from me.